It's not going to be easy, but if you do it right, the payoff is fucking huge. Oh my God. Okay. So this is going to require quick action. It's going to happen in a moment, and it's like sand slipping between your fingers. You're going to have to act quick when it happens, which is why you're receiving this message ahead of time, so you can prepare yourself so that whenever it's time for you to make your move, when it's time for you to do your thing, you're going to have no hesitation. It's going to be very fluid and very like smooth. Oh gosh, I just saw like someone like running and like falling. Okay, well, for most of you guys, it's gonna be smooth. Some of you guys are gonna struggle a little bit, but that's okay, because you have been getting signs, you've been getting messages. This combination has come up quite a few times recently. You have been given this trail of breadcrumbs, this option to choose it. For some of you guys, M&Ms is important here, but you can either follow this path or you cannot. It's up to you. There is something about your childhood that you're meant to reflect on to understand where to go from here. There's something that you've been through, that you went through, some kind of, possibly like the way that you were raised, the authority that you had, kind of like was really harsh on you. Possibly like your surroundings of the people. There was just people who were very, very harshly spoken that really, really hurt you, like so much. But the gift in this is the fact that they hurt you by like verbally abusing you, basically, is that, you are now the 9 of Pentacles. You are now so, like, you have the ability to be so self-sustaining. You have this ability to not require anyone else to like pat you on the back. You don't need anyone else's approval. You don't need anyone else's opinion. 212, you know that you're good on your own. 51% on my phone, that's the Hierophant and the Magician, because it's just you and the divine, baby. Like, it's just you and the divine. Because like, oh look, and the Ace of Swords, I didn't even notice the Ace of Swords was back here, bro. You've been hiding something. You have, because of the way that you were raised, you have this ability to just speak the truth. You can be kind of harsh sometimes. Wheel of Fortune on the top of the deck. Let's see what else. The Queen of Wands. You're meant to create something through like your personality, through your voice, through the way that you speak, because whatever you went through gave you this oomph. It gave you this like a callous skin where no one can really like hurt your feelings so much anymore, because it's like been there, done that. I've been called everything in the book except for John. Like, I don't know what that means, but it's like you have been toughened up. You have been toughened up. 321, and I feel like, again, the 321 with the 7 of Wands on the bottom is really putting me to, there's something that you've missed when it came to your childhood, when it came to your path, your maybe the past 6 years even. There's something that you're meant to learn from, some lesson that you were taught, but you didn't really realize it was a lesson, and you kind of know, but you've been kind of ignoring it at the same time, because it's like, yeah, I see there's a lot of work to do there, and it needs to be done, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I've already been through enough. I'm ready to chill. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to just not feel this way anymore. But it's time for you to step up and to grow up. It's time for you to listen to the signs and the synchronicities that have been coming around, because I have false awakening on the bottom. You feel like you've leveled up or accomplished to a certain extent, but the thing is kind of didn't as much as you think you did. Yes, you leveled up 343 on the time as well. 434. Like I said, you got it backwards. You got it backwards somehow, some way. You thought that what you went through was the end all be all. I'm on top. I've accomplished. No, it was one part of the cycle. It was one, like if you say like a spiral, it was just one circle. yes, you accomplished, you leveled up, but there's more levels. So don't get on your high horse just yet. Don't feel like you're done growing and that you're better than them. You could even be talking about this, like, you know, if you have a spiritual awakening, one of the first things, like the first spiritual awakenings you have is you start to think, oh, I'm so much better than them because I do this and I do that. Well, that's, your ego is still there. Like, you just have a spiritual ego now, you know? So don't overlook your mistakes. Don't overlook the growth that you still have ahead of you, because you have come very far. And it's very easy to do that because you don't have a lot of people around you telling you the truth of, like, the truth of how far you've come, because so many people have just, like, been harsh with you. You don't really listen to what other people have to say anymore. And it's for you to hold yourself accountable, to reflect, to be your own accountability partner, to be your own person. And with that comes journaling. With that comes, like, self-assessing, like, very clearly a situation, what happened, how did you react, what could you have done better? You know, it's just do your ancestors proud, because they're watching you and they're waiting and they're cheering you on. They are cheering you on, but don't allow yourself to fall into your ego. Don't allow yourself to trip yourself up. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords in my mind. Like, you can steal this from yourself. You have this powerful lifetime ahead of you. So many staircases to climb. So many. If you trip and fall down those stairs, though, it's going to be hard to get back up. So take it one step at a time. Pay attention. And if you mess up, it's okay. Just acknowledge it. That's all you're being asked. There's something they want to tell you. Close your eyes and breathe and ask them to show you what they've been wanting to show you. Your spirit team has something for you, but only you can access it. So spend some time sitting in the grass, sitting on your bed, cross your legs if you can, and just be in silence and listen.